So yesterday we were discussing about the definition of yoga as per different texts, different scriptures. Like for example, in Bhagavad Gita. And we also studied the meaning of what is the meaning of the word yoga. Means yunj or to unite. Now let us see what does Maharishi Patanjali says in his text called Yoga Sutra. Okay, this is a very important text, and you will be learning the sutras in another week or so. Another sir will come and teach you. Okay, Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Okay, so this is the as per Maharishi Patanjali. This is the definition of yoga. What is the definition? Yoga, Chitta, Vritti, Nirodha. Okay, this is the sutra. Now you cannot say shloka here. Okay, this is sutra. Okay. So, which is that sutra? First pada. Okay. Second sutra. Okay. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Yoga, Chitta, Vritti, Nirodha. Okay. Now let's go backwards. Nirodha means stop. Stop, cessation. Okay, stop. What should you stop? The next question, okay, stop, you're saying okay. But what should you stop? You should stop the vrittis. Now, what are these vrittis? Now, let us study what are these vrittis. These vrittis, they are, you can say in simple English, you can say different thought patterns. Different thought patterns. Okay. And those thought patterns may be positive, it may be negative. Okay. It may be coming now or it has already come before. Okay. These are all different thought patterns. Or in the philosophical language, you can say these thought patterns create fluctuations in the mind. So, vritti means fluctuations of the mind or different thought patterns. Because that only you get fluctuations, right? Fluctuations of the mind. अच्छा, ये वृत्ति का मीनिंग हो गया है, निरोध का हो गया है cessation, stopping. वृत्ति का meaning you know. What to stop means you have to stop vrittis. Go backwards always. Vrittis you have to stop, right? अच्छा, now where are these vrittis? That's the next question. You keep on asking questions, you will get answers. Where are the vrittis? These vrittis are inside the chitta. That is what he saying. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Okay. So now chitta means it is called. You cannot say actually mind. Mind is different, and chitta means you can say it is a subconscious mind. Okay, subconscious mind. Now, how will you define this subconscious mind? This mind is basically, actually, Swami Vivekananda in his book called Raj Yoga, he has compared this mind to a lake. Okay. Now, normally, just see, in whatever I tell about lake, no, you substitute it with chitta. Okay. Now, a lake is there. Now, I suddenly threw a stone in the lake. What will happen?
There'll be ripples.
Yes, it will get disturbed. And you get all these ripples around. No? In circle, no? Ripples. Okay. Same way, chitta is like the lake. Now, normally it is okay. When somebody throws the stones at your chitta, what is this throwing of stone? Substitute it with somebody said something bad about you, somebody made you angry, okay? Somebody said very, really dirty things about you, okay? So that is throwing the stone, okay? The chitta is the lake, okay? And stone, throwing the stone means throwing these bad words, negative words. Immediately what happens? It creates ripples, disturbance in the mind. Okay. So what is this chitta and why do you get disturbed? This chitta is made up of, you can say, first of all, what is this chitta? Chitta is derived from in Sanskrit, every word has a root word. So this root word is chit. Chit. Chit means to become conscious, to be conscious. Chit. So from that root word chit, so chitta has come. Okay. It is a subconscious mind and basically it has 4 parts. This chitta, which is that subconscious mind, has 4 parts. Now, what are those 4 parts? One is the man. It's the normal man, which is attached to these indriyas, right? Through the indriyas, the mind gets the knowledge, right? Through the indriyas. This is man. Through the mind, you can feel, correct? This is one simple, it's called manas. Now, what is the other part of the chitta? You can say second part is the storehouse of memory. Now, what does this storehouse of memory consist of? It consists of all those samskaras. Which samskaras? The previous janmas, previous births, samskaras, previous birth impressions. So this part of the chitta consists of previous birth or not previous, so many births, those impressions. See, sometimes you have seen, no? See, 3 different people are there. One situation is given and 3 of us will behave in a different way. We'll react to it in a different way. Why? Because our chitta has that kind of a memory bank. We can call it as a memory bank. Okay. What is the third part of the chitta? It is buddhi. Means it has the thinking capacity. It will decide whether a particular action has to be done or not. Okay, don't compare it with the physical brain and all. Just like this, chitta has like this. It's a faculty which thinks whether an action is to be carried out or not. Now the fourth one is ahankar. So the buddhi part of the chitta decides whether action has to be carried out. And this ahankara, it claims the ownership of that action. Okay, I did it. This is my phone. This is my laptop. Okay, so that I, me, and mine, that comes under ahankar. So these are 4 different parts of the faculties of the chitta and different functions of the same chitta. These have different functions. So, and before chitta, what is that word? Yogaha, right? So, yogaha, chitta, vritti, yoga. So, what is yoga? Yoga is stopping, cessation of the vrittis. Vrittis means the modifications of the mind, or you can say the different thought patterns. For you to understand, I'm using the word different thought patterns. They arise in the mind only, the different thought patterns, and they create disturbance. So, modifications of the mind. And where are these modifications? It is there inside the chitta. And that is called yoga. Okay, you understood that? Now, this is the definition of yoga as per Patanjali. All these definitions can come for multiple choice questions. You have to be very careful. Now, let's come to Yoga Vasishta. Yesterday, I was...
Patanjali Yoga Sutra?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm asking who wrote the Patanjali Yoga Sutra?
Yeah, Maharishi Patanjali.
Okay.
The book is called Yoga Sutra. The text, that particular text is called scripture. It's called Yoga Sutra. And that scripture was written by Maharishi Patanjali. Okay, you're going to learn about that by the next week or so. Now, what is the definition of yoga as per Yoga Vasishta? Yesterday, I just started by saying Vasishta Muni, he was the guru of Lord Rama. He took full Vidya from Gurukul and he came back. Lord Rama. And then after coming, all brothers, they went, Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Bharat, everybody they went. And after coming back, Shatrughan, and after coming back, they feel so relieved and all. Then his father, Dashrath king, he's very happy to see all them back. They have studied, they have so much in the Gurukul and they have come back. Then he asks everybody, and he says, what do you want? So everybody will say, I want this, I want to enjoy. After exam, how we used to do, like that. But when he asks Sri Rama, what he says, he feels very sad and very unhappy. And then what happened? Why, after coming back, why you're so depressed? You have gained so much of knowledge. Then he says, he won't be depressed now. He wants to know, he's saying, I want to go around my kingdom and I want to see how people are living, what they are doing, like that. Okay. Then he does that. Okay, only so much. Okay, you can go, you enjoy and come. So like that he tells, and Sri Rama, he will go round his kingdom. He will see everything everywhere and he'll come back. After coming back, he gets depressed. Okay, then Dashrath will, father will ask, what's happening? We just went around, we had a good time and then he says, wherever I went, people were suffering, either sickness, either some dukkha or some depression, some problem. Everybody are facing some or the other problem, either due to disease or due to old age. Okay, therefore. So why is that they are suffering? Then this Yoga Vasishta, he comes. Then Vishwamitra, he says that you send him to Yoga Vasishta. Okay, he will give the full knowledge. So he goes to Yoga Vasishta, and Vasishta Muni, he will sit and answer all the questions. So according to that Vasishta Muni, what is the definition of yoga? Samsaro tarane yuktihi yoga shabdena katyate tam vidhi dvitprakaram tvam chittopasam. Chittopasam means that technique which help you to overcome some sort of tarane, the samsara, so many difficulties, so many problems are there. That technique which will help you to overcome these difficulties and what? And what? Chittopasam means, and that will help you to calm down the mind. That technique which enables you to overcome all the different difficulties of this world and which help you to calm down the mind. That is called yoga. According to Yoga Vasishta, that is called yoga. And there is one more definition in Yoga Vasishta. This is a very popular one. Only this they ask in most of the exam. They ask the multiple choice. What is the next one? Mana Prashamana Upayaha Yoga Ityabhidhiyate. Then what is this? Yoga is the technique to pacify the mind. Pacify the mind, to calm down the mind. Okay, pacify and calm down. That is the, according to Yoga Vasishta, there are two definitions. In Bhagavad Gita, there are three definitions. Yoga Sutra, there is one definition. Okay? All that you should remember, not by heart as such, it will automatically be by heart. In the multiple choice, you should be able to tick the correct answer. Now in Kathopanishad, what is the definition of yoga? Yada panchava tishtante yanani manasa saha uddishcha na vicheshtate tamahuhu paramam gati. In Kathopanishad, in a very different way, they have described yoga. How they have described? When Panchavatishtante, when the 5 sensory organs, Manasa, along with the mind and Buddhi, mind and intellect, when they turn away from the objects. Okay, turn away from the object means what? Turn away. See, when yogis and all, you give them all big, big things, rich things. They will not be bothered only. They will not look at it. They will just be doing their own meditation. And so that means what? They have turned away from the object. It's actually, they are not turning away. Even whether it is there in front of them or not, they are not bothered on. It doesn't make any difference to them. Okay? So, turning away of your 5 sense organs. You have 5 sense organs. The mind and the intellect. So, turning away of objects by these things, by these sensory organs, that is Indriya, Man and Buddhi. And all these 3 things, Indriyas, Man and Buddhi, they will, when they turn away, they will be in the highest state of bliss, and that is called Ananda. Ananda state, highest state of Paramagati. They are in the highest blissful state. And that state is called, in yoga, it is called Samadhi. That is called yoga. And in yoga, it is called Samadhi. Okay? This is the definition as per Kata Upanishad. Kata Upanishad. Now, Maharishi Vyasa. Now, who is this Vyasa? You can say who has written Mahabharata, who has written, the one who has written Mahabharata,
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam, right? So, that is one Vyasa. Okay. So, another Vyasa, Maharishi Vyasa is, now sometime back, I spoke to you about Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra is written by Maharishi Patanjali. Okay. Now, those sutras, when you learn, you will come to know, they are so short and concise that it contains the full meaning. Okay. It contains the full meaning. Just because it is short and concise doesn't mean the meaning is left out. So people found it very difficult to understand. So at that time, there was this Maharishi Vyasa who wrote a commentary on Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Okay. Yeah. Now that is also Maharishi Vyasa. Now, whether it is the same Vyasa who wrote Mahabharata, we do not know. Mahabharata happened afterwards. First Ramayana happened. Mahabharata happened later on in the Dwapar. But this Maharishi Vyasa was already existing before, during this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. This happened in around Patanjali Yoga Sutra around between 2nd and the 3rd century. But that is a topic of debate. Whether it is the same Maharishi Vyasa or Vyasa is the name of a post. Like how you say Shankaracharya, it is the name of a post. It's not a person, it is a post. Okay. So similarly, again there is a debate saying that this is a Rishi Vyasa. Vyasa is the name of a post. So that Vyasa keeps changing every yuga or whatever. Okay. So these are the different definitions as per the different scriptures. Okay, now we will go and take up the next topic. The next topic will be the origin of yoga. How did it come? These are all very important. See, you are not going to use this in your practical class, but at least to make the class interesting, you can give them some extra information. There may be some people will be interested. See, if there are 10 people, 15 people, at least one will be interested. Right? It will be useful for them. So, that is why you should know. Otherwise, many people will think, ये क्या फायदा है हम practical class में तो हम use नहीं करने वाले, but you should know. Origin and history of yoga. Where did it originate? How did it originate? And all such things. Okay. So now, again, you know the meaning of yoga. I've already told you in the previous one. Okay. Meaning of yoga. It is yunj. The meaning is yunj. It means to join or to unite. Now, first, let us see the different periods of yoga. Different periods. The first one, see, this is history of yoga. Little bit you should know here and there. And these BC and AD and all is given now. It has been taken from the government website. Okay. So they are still doing research. Nobody knows the exact date. So whatever is in the government website, we have taken it and okay. So see, let us see the different periods. One is the pre-Vedic period. Okay. And this pre-Vedic period is somewhere before 2700 BC. And the next comes the Vedic. That means you can imagine yoga is such an ancient thing, which is beyond description. It is that much ancient. Vedic period is after 2700 up to 500 BCC, such a long period. It has started from 2700 BC. See, since we are all following the English system, no? We are saying BC, AD. Okay? Because otherwise, research, how we will do research and all, it comes like that only. People are still trying to do research. When did the Ramayana happen and when did Bhagavad? See, we know the Yuga. It has happened in this Yuga. But they are trying to remove the date by taking out different events. Acha, ye event is Amavasya mein hua tha. Acha, ye Yuddha, it happened 2 days after Amavasya. All that. So they will remove and our jo Panchang bolte hai na, you understand, no? What is the meaning of Panchang? It is so foolproof. It is so foolproof. 100 years back, 200 years back, if you do back calculation, then also it will come out perfect. Okay, so they are still doing research. Okay, Vedic period and classical period is from 500 BC to 800 AD. This classical period is the longest one. Okay, यहाँ 500 AC से 800 AD तक गए. Post classical period is from 800 AD to 1700 AD. Okay. So modern period is 1700 to 1900. And contemporary is 1900 till today. Acha, now modern period, not in the sense of modern what you and I think. 2 days back, sir, Hemji sir took a class, no? Modern yoga gurus. They belong somewhere, not exactly that period, 1800s to 1900s. So they will be called as modern yoga guru. Yoga guru. Huh? Okay, so these are the different periods. Yes. Yes. Now, let us see what is the history and how did it develop to the form of yoga which we are seeing today, the kind of yoga which we are seeing today. So, kaise, what is its history and how it developed? Okay. Now, our Bharata Desha, this modern Bharata Desha. Okay? So where it came from, that Indus Saraswati Valley civilization. Now that Sindhu river is there, na? Apni ka jo Sindhu river hai, us taraf Pakistan hai na? That area was Indus Saraswati Valley civilization. वहां पे क्या था? On the walls they could see yogic figures, means people sitting in meditation and such kind of things. Okay, they could see. And during that period, those Indus, when the Indus Saraswati Valley civilization, sun god was given. It was during the Vedic period, and sun god was given the highest importance, because for them, even today, sun is the only visible god, right? Morning you get up and you can see the sun. Like how what I do, I go down and I offer water, and he's a visible god. So in the Vedic period, they used to give lot of importance, and somewhat the concept of Surya Namaskara was not that much popular, but it was quite popular during that time. But not like the Surya Namaskar which we are doing today. It was a different kind of Surya Namaskar. So the archaeologists, they are thinking that Surya Namaskar might have developed during that period. Okay, that Vedic period. And Vedic period means, and after Vedic period, during the Upanishads also were during, they were also developed during that Vedic period. And definition of that yoga word has appeared in Vedas and Upanishads. So that is how it's, the word yoga which they are using in Vedas and Upanishads is different from the yoga which we are doing today, yoga sadhana. So it is that much ancient. So it has appeared in Vedas, it has appeared in Upanishads, and it has also appeared in various darshanas, Bharatiya darshanas. Now, what is the darshanas? Okay, there are 6 darshanas. This is a separate topic. I'll show you next. It's a separate topic. So 6 darshanas, in that it is mentioned. And even in Buddhism, yoga is mentioned. Buddhist philosophy and Jaina darshan also it is mentioned, yoga. And also in Mahabharata and Ramayana. Yoga. See, Lord Krishna, when he came, I told you, no, if you come as a human being, you have to make a guru. So he went to Sandipani Muni's ashram to study, along with all his friends, his brother, Balram and friends and all, they went to. So there also they had to study yoga. And what happened? So the word yoga was already existing. Yeah. Maharshi Patanjali did not discover it or invent it. Okay? It was already existing. Then what did Maharshi Patanjali do? He systematized the system. Systematically, he arranged all the sutras. He wrote in the short form. He took the knowledge from the Vedas and Upanishad. He wrote it in the short form, the sutras in the short form. And he codified them and arranged in a systematic manner. That is how we got Yoga Sutras. Okay. Achha, now what during Vedic period, all this you will get a separate topic on this. Now you just roughly see what is good. I said Vedic period 2700 to 500. What all existed? 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads. So these are called Shrutis. Okay. Again, I'm telling you, I will tell you, there's a separate topic on this Vedas and Upanishad. They are called Shrutis and Smriti. Smriti, I was talking about darshanas, Bharatiya darshanas, right? They are called Smriti. The 6 darshanas, Bharatiya darshana, they are called Smritis. And in addition to that, Buddhism, Jainism, and Panini's grammar. Sanskrit grammar was written by Panini. And how many Puranas? 18 Puranas. And 2 epics. What are the 2 epics? We all know it. Mahabharata and Ramayana. And Puranas, 18 Puranas, like Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the biggest, largest Purana. Like that you have Shiv Puran, Devi Puran, okay, Garuda Puran, all like that. You have 18 Puranas, out of which Bhagavatam is the biggest. So all this existed during the Vedic period, and yoga word has appeared in those texts. Okay. Now let's come to the classical period. Okay. Now during this classical period, which is one of the longest period, 500 BC to 800 AD. Okay. As I said, Maharishi Patanjali came into existence during this classical period, and he was the one who wrote Yoga Sutras. Okay, he was the one who wrote Yoga Sutras, and he also gave Ashtanga Yoga. It is there, it is a part of Yoga Sutra only. There are 4 padas in Yoga Sutras. In the second pada, he has mentioned about Ashtanga Yoga. How Hatha Yoga Pradipika is Chaturanga Yoga, no? Yoga with 4 limbs. Like that, Patanjali has come up with Ashtanga Yoga, yoga with 8 limbs. In the second pada, sadhan pada. Okay. And also during that time, I just now mentioned in the definition slide, right? Sutras were difficult to understand. As the time passed, before they were nothing in writing, no? Everybody used to memorize. That's why he kept it short. Okay. So he gave it to his disciple, Like that it went on. Huh? So after that, what happened? There was no written medium during that time. Then Maharishi Vyasa, when he came, what he said, now let me explain these sutras further. So he wrote his commentary on Patanjali Yoga Sutra. That is only Vyasa Bhashya. That is known as Vyasa Bhashya. Okay. And then came around here 6th century, yeah? AD, yeah? Now AD, 6th century AD, 7th or this Mahavir and Buddha, they came up with Jainism and Buddhism. And Mahavir came up with Pancha Mahavrat. Okay, Mahavir, that is in Jainism, he came up with Pancha Mahavrat. And Buddhism, Lord Buddha, he came up with Ashtamagga. He also came up with Ashtanga path. It is not yoga. Don't get confused. Yoga. Patanjali came up with Ashtanga yoga. And here he came up with Ashtamagga, means Ashtanga path. There are 8 steps which he has given to follow. Okay. And during this longest period, importance was given only to the mind. Mind. That's it. See, they were so smart, they were so intelligent. They knew, like, in future, people like us will come. So they have given so much stress on the mind. Okay, during that period. Now, yes. Now, the next one is post-classical. Now, post-classical is 800 AD to 1700 AD. Okay. Now, during this period, you have all this, the concept of Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all developed. Not that it was not there before, it was there before, but it developed during this post-classical period. Okay. And Jnana Yoga was propounded by all this acharyas, Adi Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya. Okay, they all spread. Okay, Jnana Yoga. Okay. Now, Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, Surdas, Kavi Surdas, you might have heard, no? Surdas, Tulsidas, okay, who wrote Ramcharitmanas, no? Yeah. Surdas, Tulsidas, Purandardas, and Mirabai. They all did Bhakti Yoga. Okay. And Hatha Yoga, this was the one which we studied just now. Just to make it interesting for you, we started off with Hatha Yoga. Okay. Now this Hatha Yoga is which tradition? I have already told you. It comes from Nath tradition. And who started it? Adinath, Lord Shiva. He's called Adinath. Okay. Then from Adinath, he passed on the tradition to. There is a big list. Okay. I'll tell you the shloka number. You can go and refer. Okay. Matsyendranath, Gorakshanath, Chauranginath, Swatma Ram Suri. He was the one who wrote Hatha Yoga Panthi. Geranda, Srinivasa Bhatt. These are all, they come under Guru Parampara. Okay. They always say, it is not my own. My Guru told me like this. My Guru told me everywhere, many of the shlokas, yes, use that word. Okay. Now modern. Now this comes in modern period. In modern period, those acharyas and gurus, they were promoting Raja Yoga. Okay. See, during different times, no, depending on the time, depending on the situation, depending on the need of that time, these gurus, they promote that particular kind of yoga. Now, during this time, Raj Yoga, concept of Raj Yoga was spread among the public. Okay. Now, who are these great acharyas? Ramana Maharishi. All this will come in your modern yoga gurus. Okay, you will get to learn about all these gurus. Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, you have heard. And who is the disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? Yes, Swami Vivekananda is a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Okay. All and Paramahansa Yoganand. Okay, all of them, they have contributed a lot in the development of Raj Yoga. Okay. So during this time, Bhakti Yoga, Vedanta, Natha Yoga, Hatha Yoga, all these flourished. You had different gurus, acharyas, okay, promoting these concepts. All these things were flourishing. They were coming up at the same time. Okay. Now, contemporary. Contemporary is from 1900 till today. Okay. That is the contemporary times. Now, who are the gurus of the contemporary times? You might have heard this. Swami Shivananda. Okay. He has got a ashram in Rishikesh. Okay. Haridwar. Then T. Krishnamacharya. He is the father of modern yoga. Once it had come in the multiple choice question. Father of modern yoga, and all choices were given. So, T. Krishnamacharya is the father of modern yoga. And Swami Kuvalayananda. Swami Kuvalayananda. You might not, Parul might not have heard about Yoga Vidya Niketan. I studied from there. So our Guru, Nimbalkar Guruji, okay, he used to follow this Swami Kuvalayananda. Kuvalayananda used to follow. And Sri Yogendra. In Mumbai, there is a place called Santa Cruz. So it's called the Yoga Institute. So with Yogendra Acharya, he started. Now his daughter is carrying. Hamsa, we call her Hamsa Didi or Hamsa Mother, like that we call her. So she's running Yogendra. Then Swami Rama. You might have heard of this, Himalayan yogis, like that. You might have heard of it, I don't know. So Swami Rama is one of those Himalayan yogis. Beautiful, his lectures are beautiful. Now Sri Aurobindo from Calcutta, he came up to Pondicherry. So yes, now it is called Puducherry. Before it was called Pondicherry, now it's Puducherry. Over there, his Shishya, his disciple, we call her mother. We don't know her by name, but she's a French lady. French or I think Czech lady. Yeah. So she became his disciple. And then we call her mother. She's running. She used to run, but now it is a trust running in Puducherry. And Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. I think he's in Bihar. Maharishi, yes, Dibi.
Ma'am, is the mother the same whom we call Annai? Annai Ashram
No,
we
no.
call, no? Acha, that is different.
Where?
Annai Ashram in Pondicherry only.
So maybe it is the same matter.
Because we call her as Annai. Annai N
Annai.
or Aurobindo.
Yeah, Annai means mother. In Tamil, no? Annai means mother.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I think then it's the same way.
Okay.
Okay, so Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. He's from Bihar. He came up with a special kind of meditation. A special kind of meditation he came up. He did research, a lot of research, and then he came up with, it is called the Maharishika meditation. It's a transformative meditation. Maharishi, okay, Mahesh Yogi. Then Acharya Rajneesh. You might have heard of Acharya Rajneesh. I think it's there in Pune, no? They call it Osho.
Osho. Both
Osho.
Acharya Rajneesh and Iyengar, BK Iyengar, both are here.
Yeah. I want to visit BK Iyengar. Still now I have not visited.
Ma'am, I think only foreigners are allowed lately. I don't know, once I'd been there, so somehow they don't entertain Indians anymore.
Where?
It's very unfortunate.
Where?
At BK Iyengar Center.
How funny.
It's a little weird, yes. I think after Sir passed away, and whoever is looking after it, they don't really entertain any Indians. It's more, targeted towards NRIs, foreigners.
What I thought, no, I can take, you're already in Pune, no? So I can
Yes,
take
ma'am.
both of you there just for a visit.
Okay.
Like how you have industrial visit, no? Good, you
Yes,
told.
ma'am. It's a small, sweet bungalow. It's still, it's still there. It was very close to my earlier office. So I'd visited there once to inquire for the course. The fees are very low, but somehow they entertain only all these foreigners.
No. It has 3-floor building, my dear.
I mean, yes, it's like a bungalow setup.
It's a bungalow
It's
setup.
setup.
And you
It's
cannot
close to the university.
to
Pune
the
University. Close
Actually,
by.
the thing is, over there, it is, you can only go step by step. If it is asan, no, they'll make you do asan for 8 years, 9 years. That's why they don't entertain.
Thank you.
Indians and all, no, we want instant results for everything. They think Some people think this yoga is like those Maggi noodles. No, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. ये सब 2 minutes में होता नहीं है. And those foreigners, they're ready. They fully. I mean, I don't know what is wrong. Maybe something wrong with the authorities also. I'm not saying like that. Maybe wrong. But we should realize our mistake also.
Right, right.
You know? 10 years, those foreigners, they'll come, they leave their home. Huh? And they'll come for 10 years. 15 years, they'll do only asana. Then they will allow you to go to that pranayam, first floor. That is pranayam
Yeah.
level. Means the building is made like that. Then they'll allow you to go to the third floor. Once you have become expert in pranayam, here in Sion, there is one center. That's all used to. I mean, very sweetly he will speak, but he'll give. When you tell him, you're not teaching pranayam, only asana, no? So it's better not to ask him questions. So I have been there. Very, it's their way of functioning.
Right, right.
ये मुझे पता नहीं है. Like this happens, I didn't.
Right.
So we'll go somewhere else.
Sure, ma'am. Even Osho Ashram is good. Again, lately, again, some other issues are going on in that particular area.
No, too many issues. We should not go there. Where there is, controversy and going on. No, not there. Somewhere else we can. Okay. Best we can go to Lonavala.
Yes, Kaivalya Dham.
Kaivalya.
Dham.
You can go to Kaivalya. That's the best. For you also, it is exactly at the center from Pune.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Is the Lonavala Kaivalya Dham the same as Marine Lines?
it's a branch, no? It's their branch.
It's the same only.
Same. Everything is same, but they are the branch of that. No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that we'll plan it later. Okay, then BK Patabi Joyce and BK Iyengar. BK Iyengar is the brother-in-law of T. Krishnamacharya. He learned yoga from. That's what you're talking about, that Iyengar yoga. Patabi Joyce also was a Shishya of Krishnamacharya. He had some 5-6 Shishyas, and they also started their different yoga. After learning from them, no, they had started their own yoga. Somebody started, they talk about Ashtanga style of yoga, then some other style, no, different styles. Vinyasa yoga, somebody started Vinyasa yoga. And so surprising, that is getting more importance than the traditional. But that's world, you cannot do anything. Okay, then Swami Satyananda Saraswati. Okay. He's Bihar School of Yoga. Have you heard? That is also huge. And a lot of research they do there. A lot of research. Research. And even in Lonavala, this Kovalyananda, they do a lot of research. Okay. About yoga. They have all this equipment set up. So with that, Kapalabhati, what happens to the lungs? How much carbon dioxide is coming out? If you give 100 strokes of all such things. So I said, that's why I said we'll go there. And then fundamentals of yoga sadhana. Okay. Now, in yoga sadhana, it works on the body, the mind, and your intellect and your energy. Okay, it works. Yoga means it works on. It has to work. I'm doing it for losing weight, or I'm having BP, or having diabetes. Then you cannot call that as yoga, right? That is called yoga therapy. Okay, that is the difference between yoga. That is our next course. We'll be starting. So first you finish this and then we'll go to that. Yoga therapy is the, you cannot say like that. I'm doing yoga for losing weight. How is that possible? If it is yoga, then it will work on body, your mind, your intellect, your energy. It has to work on everything. No? then it is called yoga. That is proper yoga sadhana. Okay, now based on this, you have 4 kinds: karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, and kriya yoga. Now, karma yoga, karma is what? Actions. Actions, right? So for actions, you have to use your body, right? Your body, your means your hands, legs, they're all parts of your body. So that is called karma yoga. And bhakti yoga, you use your emotions. And actual bhakti, it is even one step, the real bhakti which we are talking about. It is one step above the emotions. For example, Narada. Narada Muni, you have heard? Everybody might have heard. Always Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Right? So like that, those bhaktas. They are above emotions. Right? But for our understanding, we will say emotions. Jnana Yoga. In Jnana Yoga, what? We have to do a lot of study and meditation, think, ponder, reflect upon it, and then actually you have to practice it. Just what they do, Jnana Yoga means what they see, they read, they think, I'm meditating and over. That's a need. You have to put it into practice in your daily life and then you sit into meditation. That meditation is not so easy. And Kriya Yoga means you utilize your energy. Of course, to perform any Kriya, you need your body, your hands and legs. But here in this case, we utilize our energy. This Kriya Yoga also will come in the Sadhan part, 2nd chapter, Sutra number 1. So that time you can study in detail. Okay. Now here, I told you, from government website, it has been taken. So the date will not be the exact date. So we are done with 2 topics.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.